No room left for Mexico or for Canada. No, the tariffs, they're all set. They go into effect tomorrow.
After President Trump's stiff 25% tariffs on imports from Mexico and Canada took effect at midnight on March 4th, Americans now want to know, how do tariffs actually work and what to expect in the supermarket checkout line, as our neighbors to the north and south have already announced they will retaliate with tariffs of their own.
Nadie gana con esta decisión.
They've chosen to launch a trade war that will, first and foremost, harm American families.
A tariff is a tax on goods coming into a country. Foreign companies that bring imports into the United States pay the tax, which then becomes revenue for the U.S. The money then goes into the Treasury. Supporters of tariffs say they encourage consumers to buy American. Critics say the higher costs of goods will ultimately be passed on to the average-day American consumer. With Trump's new initiative, grocery shoppers can expect to see price surges immediately on seasonal produce, says Target CEO Brian Cornell. Strawberries, bananas, and avocados, for example, are imported from Mexico during the colder winter months. A whopping 65% of imported vegetables come from our largest trading partner, Mexico, so Americans can also expect to pay more for, or go without, tomatoes, bell peppers, raspberries, cucumbers, squash, pineapple, nuts, and more. The price of popular beers could also go up. From Canada, that means Labatt Blue and Molson, and from Mexico, say adios to Modelo. In June 2023, Modelo Especial overtook Bud Light to become the best-selling beer brand in America. As for wine drinkers, in anticipation of a tariff domino effect, U.S. imports of Italian sparkling wine have already skyrocketed 41%. According to Yale University's Budget Lab, the latest tariff hikes on Mexico, Canada, and China will raise overall price levels by 1 to 1.2%. That means the average U.S. household will be out roughly $1,600 to $2,000 for the year. President Trump has also doubled the tariffs on Chinese imports from 10 to 20%, sparking the rival country to retaliate with additional tariffs on key U.S. farm products. Beginning March 10th, American farmers will pay 15% more to export chicken, wheat, corn, and cotton to China, and 10% more to export sorghum, soybeans, pork, beef, seafood, fruit, vegetables, and dairy products. As for the sky-high price of eggs, the nationwide shortage has more to do with pathogenic avian influenza, otherwise known as bird flu. The outbreak has decimated flocks and driven up egg prices, leaving many shelves understocked and overpriced. Grocery stores such as Whole Foods, Kroger, and Trader Joe's are limiting shoppers to a certain number of cartons. In January, the month Donald Trump took office, egg prices soared 15.2%, the largest increase in egg prices since June 2015. Annually, egg prices are up 53%. In New York City, a dozen eggs could cost you as much as $16. American grocery shoppers will face a triple hit of tariffs, bird flu, and inflation, which remains stubbornly at 3% as of January 2025, and only time will tell if these high food prices trigger a voter backlash. According to the Trump administration, the tariffs are all about halting the flow of the deadly drug fentanyl across our borders. U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick told CNN enough is enough.
Fentanyl deaths only down less than 15%. We really need to save Americans' lives, and the president really cares about saving Americans' lives. So they've got to get the fentanyl down, and that's really attacking the cartels and getting this down.
Donald Trump has declared the fentanyl crisis a national emergency and is using his authorities under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act to impose stiff tariffs. And there's more to come. Trump also announced that he would adopt new agricultural tariffs on April 2nd. A White House official told the Post the next wave will slap reciprocal levies on other countries, including our European allies and Japan.